Savior, and I'm the branch chief for the Jamaica NeON where we are today. It is indeed our pleasure to welcome you all to our home. And we call it home because that's the feeling that we get every time we walk in here. And it's also the feeling that we get the clients that come in here each day. Today's event is not just about celebrating the opening of the Jamaica NeON, but it's also celebrating this beautiful space, which is the Resource Hub, which is also opening today. And also we're celebrating Probation Week. So we have several things to be happy about this week and to celebrate, and we welcome you all to join us. And thank you for being here. Interesting enough, as I was walking around earlier today, I heard a couple of people talk about the space and how it looks like how beautiful and inviting it is and whatnot. I want you to know that that's the same feeling that the clients tell me. They feel the same way each day they walk in here. And it's a far stretch from what it was described by JC in his book, Decoded, where he spoke about public spaces in New York City looking all, disheveled, unkempt, clean, or not clean, dirty, and whatnot. We're really making an effort to make this a place where our clients can get the benefit of being with us in the NeON. But the beauty of this is not just the physical space, but also the staff that makes it happen each day. I've been here about 2 months and a half, and I really got a real warm welcome from a lot of the staff, also the managers. And I'm just going to quickly talk about Ms. Gibson, Mr. Gibson, Mr. Levy, Mr. Sanders, Mr. Perry. Thank you for all your support, and obviously the children. Thank you. More in terms of the Jamaica team, and I'm going to quickly go through the names of Helena Campbell. Please join me. Nicole George, who was not able to make it today, but also she's part of our team. Quickly, also Nicole, Bonnie Jeter. SPO Bonnie Griffith. Office manager and my right hand at all times, Janice Talround. And lastly, I need to introduce Ray Napier. Not least, but I definitely want to have Mr. Napier give some words to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Ray Napier. I've been with the probation department for about 24 years. I'm very happy to be involved with this program because in 24 years, I've learned two things. Either things work or they don't. What works is treating the clients with respect, treating them with dignity, and instilling hope. What doesn't work is from the day they walk into the door to the time they leave, constantly reminding them that they're on probation, and if you mess up, you'll be violated. You're on probation, if you mess up, you'll be violated. So I'm happy to be a part of this team. I'm happy to have the other programs with easy access to us. A lot of programs are walking distance from the building, whereas myself and my other staff members, we literally walk the clients across the street to the programs. We're able to visit the programs on a regular basis. And I think that's what the NeON is all about. It's in this neighborhood and giving everybody the opportunity to network with one another. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to welcome Claudia Niven Ford, one of our Queen's finest. Since appearing in Star Search at age 5, Claudia has been blowing audience away with her musical talents. Claudia first heard about the NeON through some of the members of her church, and she loved the idea, and she loved what we're doing for the community, and she wanted to be part of this opening and give us some of her with her singing, of course, help us with this opening. So welcome, Claudia.
Hello, everyone. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty that possessed inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on you. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Yes. Learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. I believe the children of our future. Help me sing. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I'll live what I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because of greatest love of all is happening to me. Oh, I found the
Claudia and I are going to do a duet. If I don't talk into this thing, can you guys hear me back there? Yes. Because this is not my style, so let's do that. Put it down here for a second. And say thank you so much for coming, and welcome to everybody to our Jamaica NeON's grand opening and the grand opening of our resource hub, both of which are located in the same spot right here on Jamaica Avenue. For probation, that's a very big deal. We have two of our biggest ideas coming to fruition right here. So basically what that means is, if you were looking for where some of the best ideas are happening in New York City's probation, it would be right here in Jamaica, right in this room that you're all sitting in right now. So I want to thank you all for that. So clients now who are reporting here, by the way, I'm Vinny Schiraldi. I got so caught up in the moment there. You have me swept away. Again, welcome. So clients who are coming here are going to benefit from the new and improved experience from the moment they arrive. And I'm going to try to walk you through, if you'll allow me a little corny device for a moment, I'm going to walk you through what the experience is like and how it might be a little different for a client in probation walking through some other place, or who would have walked through here a year or two ago, let's say. So let's call this client John, right? So he's reporting to the Jamaica NeON for the first time. As soon as he walks through the door, it's obvious it's not just another government building, not just another probation office. He's greeted by a friendly DOP staff member. Raise your hand back there. Who's doing the greeting in the back? You're not paying attention. You're checking in. There you go. Walking through there, so he gets a friendly greeting, right? And then the greeter is the brainchild of the waiting room improvement team. We all sat down and said, how can we make this a better experience for people walking through the front door? They came up with that idea. And that team was composed not just of DOP staff, but also of clients that are on probation, people from the community, and was helped out by Laura Kurgan from Columbia University School of Architecture. And they did a terrific job sort of recommending how we should create these kinds of spaces. The team's impact is reflected in ways seen and unseen, from the greeter to the whole way the room is laid out. So now we'll go back to John for a second. After signing in, he takes a seat on one of these lovely green biodegradable benches and gets his measurements. It's hard for him to believe this is actually a probation office, because he's been to probation offices before and they didn't feel this way, they didn't look this way. It kind of looks like something out of a magazine, and in fact, our Manhattan Resource Hub was featured in a recent issue of Metropolis, which is a design magazine. John suspects there's no way that a bunch of Beaver Street bureaucrats, Beaver Street's where my office is located, could have created something so awesome on their own, and he's right about that. The room was designed by Beaver Architects, a top-notch firm that has gone light years beyond the call of duty in lending their considerable talents to this project. I'd like to thank Jim Bieber, Suzanne Holt, who's here, for their contributions. They're civic-minded in the fullest sense of the word, and they're helping us here, but all over the city. It's really terrific. While surveying the room, John's intrigued by one of these posters up on the wall. It goes over to get a closer look at it, and that's the work of James Victor, the phenomenally talented graphic designer. He not only likes the empowering message, but he also likes the fact that the poster doesn't talk down to him. It's not one of those, well, I don't want to insult any other poster, but it's a pretty cool poster. And so I want to thank James for designing those for us, and they're now in all of our offices all around the city. So John's now sitting around here, he's waiting for his PO, he decides he wants to poke at one of these tough-looking computers up on the table here. He starts poking at it. This guy's sitting next to him that's actually touching the screen. He says, well, let me see what that's about. And once you poke at these things, you guys should all try it later on, you'll see that it's a touch screen that gets you to different resources around New York City. They help you find a job, they help you get a GED if you want to get into drug treatment. And our cores unit is loading all of our best resources on here, and with the help of Hunter College, Dr. Harriet Goodman and Shasha Fang, who conducted focus groups and interviews with staff and clients to figure out how to get the most out of computers and monitors, they designed this and installed it in all of our resource hubs throughout the city. So I want to give a good round of applause to them. John looks up and he sees some woman sitting in the corner of the room, sort of taking notes and jotting down ideas and looking a little suspicious. That woman, of course, is Lonnie Tanner, from whom the transformation of these waiting rooms into resource hubs isn't just a project, but it's a mission. Something about the way Lonnie carries herself leads John to suspect she's bursting with energy and fantastic ideas, and John does not know how right he is. Lonnie is the executive director of Sea Change New York City, Sea Change NYC, which is an initiative of the mayor's office and the New York City Department of Design and Construction. It was Lonnie who connected us with Jim Bieber, James Victori, Suzanne, all these other terrific people who contributed their talents and time to the Jamaica NeON Resource Hub and all of our resource hubs. So now it's a few more minutes, and John gets to meet his probation officer. So let's pretend it's P.O. Napier. He comes out to get him. They walk back to Napier's desk and begin to talk. John wasn't expecting much from his P.O. besides maybe some tough talk about how if he doesn't do this or doesn't do that, he's going to get violated. So he's surprised when Napier starts asking about his goals. And it's not just that P.O. Napier really cares about what John wants to do with his life, which he does. It's also that he can provide practical help. He can actually do something other than just threaten a lot of money. After hearing that John's first priority is getting a GED, P.O. Napier then refers him to Community Education Pathways to Success, or CEPS, a program operated by the Queen's Library. Now, I was just sitting in Napier's office earlier on today, and he said something. I thought you were actually going to say it when you spoke. But when he leaves, when John leaves, Napier can look out the window and watch him go to CEPS. Or sometimes, I guess, not go to CEPS. But in this case, we're like a happy day. It's our first day. We're going to act like he went to CEPS. But John can actually watch that happen. At the end of their meeting, Napier walks John out to the community commons, which I really encourage you all to go check out, which is a special area further down in the resource hub set aside for visiting community organizations. The organizations are actually literally in here on a rotating basis with us, working together to help people turn their lives around. And they're all services from Jamaica, from around here. So it's this neighborhood helping people in this neighborhood turn their lives around to improve public safety and improve the living situation for everybody in the neighborhood. The Commons that day is being used by a local healthcare organization, and after a quick consultation, John learns that he actually qualifies for various medical benefits, and he gets himself and his family signed up. On his way out the door, not surprisingly, John thinks to himself, maybe he'll actually get something from his time on probation. So that's what we're hoping our clients will experience at the Jamaica NeON and the Resource Hub, and the early evidence is promising. In fact, in certain cases, it's going even better than we expected. We've even heard clients talking about the love, literally. I know this is going to start to get a little schmaltzy in a second here, but literally, we had a video that they showed where they interviewed some of the clients from here, and they were literally talking about the love that they were feeling from their probation officers. So I'm going to wrap up now because it's going to get a little corny at this point, but I want to thank everybody for being here. I'd like to especially thank several elected officials who sent staff here, Mark McMillan from Borough President Helen Marshall's office, as well. And Andy Lane from Councilmember Leroy Comrie's office. Jeff Mailman from Councilmember Elizabeth Crowley's office. John Marsh from Assemblymember Barbara Clark's office. Fred Simmons from Senator Malcolm Smith's office. Councilmember Wills here yet? Not yet. When he comes, we'll give him an opportunity to speak with Councilmember Ruben Wills, who we expect to be here shortly. Also, I want to especially thank the United Probation Officers Association, which represents many of our staff members. All of this stuff about moving into the communities was new and could have been very difficult and challenging if the union wasn't supportive of it, but they did, and that really helped us move this thing forward without extraordinary delay, and it also, I think, helped gain a lot of buy-in from staff when they saw that their union members and their management were working together on this. It took a village, in this case the Jamaica Village, and its friends and colleagues from around the city to make the Jamaica NeON a reality. We still have a long way to go, but with your continuing help, I have no doubt we're going to end up where we need to be. Thank you all very much.